meet you, man. How you doing?
Good.
How you doing, champ?
Oh, the hour.
How you doing?
Always good. Yourself?
Sir, I'm doing all right. So Cameron, you got 7 years in the sport. You know, you got the height advantage. How does it feel stepping into the ring with someone shorter and also, you know, less experienced?
It's looks that I've seen before. I'm a trainer. Again, to set the stage, I was brought here to train people. The original message was, can you come here to train people? I came here to train people. They wanted me to fight. Here I am. So it's nothing that I haven't seen before. I don't take anything lightly,
Right.
just because he's less experienced than me.
Mm.
Also, he isn't less experienced than me. I've never boxed before. Muay Thai, which I do, is a completely different style. I've done karate. I did karate for 7 years and MMA for 4, which was MMA.
Right.
I've never boxed before. Not saying I don't know how to punch. It's not an excuse, but it's been something new to learn.
Right.
I've had fun doing it, and it'll be a fun showing.
Yes, sir. What's your response to that?
To be fair, with all that years of experience, granted you're not a boxer, still think a little mediocre, you know what I mean? Still got some skill, experience, we're almost on the same level, I think, personally. But we'll see how it goes, I don't have a resume like him, but I think it's gonna go good.
So Cameron says he does this. He lives this fighting life. How'd you feel about that?
Like any other day, you know what I mean? A lot of people say they got experience, but when they have nothing to show for it, it's kind of hard to tell, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But, I will not put Cameron down. He got experience. He is good. He got the IQ, got that speed, so I won't put that against him.
Okay. What you think about that?
It's different than what he said in the interview. I was mediocre. I had no IQ, no footwork, no hands. I was just a piece of shit during the interview. But it's face to face now, and look, everyone has egos, so I don't hold that against anybody. Every guy thinks they can fight, including me. We'll see whether that's true or not. Obviously, like I said, I've done this for a while. I've seen plenty of egos come and go, and I appreciate his confidence. But it's not going to matter. Confidence only gets you hurt. Confidence is good. You need confidence, but you also need to be realistic in your expectations, and coming in and just saying that it's going to be a walk in the park, like he said, isn't going to work.
All right. So Uriel, to respond to that, is this just confidence, just you talking, or is this real shit?
No, it's a lot more confidence, From what I've seen, he hasn't obviously shown all everything, So, I'm not going to say it's going to be easy. I'm not going to say it's going to be hard either. You know what I mean? It's just, to me, it's just another spar. You know what I mean? So, it's not an ego. It's just, you also got to have confidence somewhere. You know what I mean? If not, you're going to lose.
Right.
You got to do what you got to do.
All right. So Cam, 5 rounds. It wasn't initially planned for. You're the one that came up with it. What was the reason?
He was going to tire me out. This is all based on his interview. This is all everything that he said.
Right.
I was mediocre. I don't know what I'm doing. Yada, yada, yada. He ran for 6 minutes. I've been nothing but nice to the kid. I'm glad now that we're back to giggling and smiling, now that we're face to face. But yeah, 3-2s is what I do 4 times a week. This is I live this life, like I said. So if we're gonna be main eventing, if we're gonna fight for a prize, if I'm gonna get tired and get worn out and it'll be a walk in the park, we gotta make it longer then, clearly.
Yeah, of course. What you?
Caught me by surprise. I wasn't training for 5 rounds, but after doing hard training, I think it's gonna be light. You know what I mean? It's not nothing too easy though. I will say that. But 5 rounds for a main event, I think it's gonna be fun. Especially with Cameron, he's a good boxer. I think it's gonna be a good show for everybody to watch and stuff. You know what I mean?
Good boxer or mediocre boxer?
I could update my bio now. It's not mediocre anymore. I've gotten to good.
I didn't finish my part yet.
No,
Go on.
Good boxer. You're saying right now he's a good boxer. Before
Yeah.
you say he's a mediocre boxer.
Well,
which one you standing on?
Well, it's a main event fight. You know what I mean? You gotta hype it up. You gotta talk your shit. So I'm gonna still stay on business and say he's a mediocre boxer.
Okay.
He's lying his ass off, is what he just said. He's lying out of his teeth.
Do I look like I'm lying?
So, what's Cameron's biggest weakness in the span of 7 years of training that you've seen?
I don't know. Too many to count. You know, I think got a big head over his shoulders, you know, for a lot of good things, but cockiness is the bad part, you know what I mean? You know, I will stay mediocre teacher now, you know what I mean? I think so. For 7 years being a teacher, and now he's not even a boxer, he's just a mediocre teacher. I don't know what he's gonna teach me or give me a lesson on, but it's gonna be a lesson for him.
Does this end respectfully or badly for him?
This always ends respectfully unless he changes that. I respect everyone for stepping in the ring. Everyone, there are people on this card that ran their mouth. Their opponent's a bitch. They're gonna knock him out. They're gonna smack him at the face to face, and now they're not here. Now they're gone. Never showed up again.
Mm-hmm.
So everything ends respectfully. Everyone could talk. Like I said, everyone has an ego, but
Yeah,
I
of
don't
course.
play into it much.
Mm-hmm.
We go from there.
Sir. Well, matter of fact, another question. Are you going for a finish or are you going to decision?
I always go for a finish. No, you don't fight for a decision unless you're a bitch.
Right.
I don't fight for a decision. I fight to end the fight. If the decision happens, if he avoids that, then good for him. But I go into every fight trying to end it. When? That doesn't matter. I set up my shot. I find my shot. I don't run in with an ego and throw random overhands and go from there. Everything's calculated. When the finish comes, I'll see it and I'll capitalize on it.
Sir, and with you, you going for a finish or are you trying to make it go to decision?
You know, I think a finish is gonna take too much on my stamp. But I was going for the mindset, just trying to go for a KO, knockdown, TKO, anything like that. How it's gonna happen, I don't know. But if anything, if it ends down to a decision, that's that. If you surprise with me, then that's that. You know what I mean? And then we'll see where it goes from there.
What does winning this fight prove about you?
Nothing at all. It proves that I am what I say I am, but I don't gain anything in my fighting career from it.
Yeah, of course.
But it's always nice to have a crowd of people who know I fight unorthodox, because again, I'm not a boxer.
Right.
People see pretty boxing and think that if you're anything but that, you don't know how to fight.
Right.
So it'll be good to show everyone to their face that I know what I'm doing. But I spent years talking about how I'm a fighter and I love fighting, and it's good to finally be able to walk it in front of a crowd.
Yes, sir. Same you.
Not much, you know what I mean? I know it's hyped up and shit. Just a fight at the end of the day is really just a really heavy fight, you know, heavy spar, in the other words, as I like to put it to it. It's not gonna do a crazy record or anything, you know, it's not official.
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, I guess it's just a little confidence booster, you know, when he's on the floor. You know what I mean? That's really about it.
So what do you think about that?
We shall see. If he thinks I'm going to be on the floor, it's going to be funny to see. I highly doubt that, but everyone has a puncher's chance. I don't discredit his puncher's chance. Every noob has a chance of landing a lucky KO. I've trained for that. I'm prepared for that, and we'll go accordingly.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all could stand up face to face. All right, that's it. Good fight.
Best
Appreciate
of luck.
y'all for coming. Appreciate y'all for coming. Appreciate you.
Been training for about 2-some months just for this fight. You know, he's just a mediocre boxer. You know, I'm the main event, so I just need to show out for my family.
I get my bitch a statues for a Christmas gift, and my bitch so bad she on my Christmas list. Remember, I prayed really, I wish for this to get agree with the man and with the big and
Having people here doesn't change, you know, having a little audience doesn't change anything to me. I know this is his Super Bowl, but this another Saturday. It is what it is.
you rappers is liars, I sign up at
I'm mediocre, he could believe that, but we'll see.
This fight is about to bring back my spark, you know. I'm about to get back into it and show him what's up.